Hello, David here, and welcome to an overview of a simple but powerful feature in Visual Components called Focus Mode. Focus Mode allows you to focus on a specific area of the layout while teaching robots, creating layouts, modeling components, or running simulations. It prevents accidental changes and interactions with other components, since objects outside of focus mode are transparent and are not selectable. Here in the Home tab, we have added this example layout from the eCatalog. The focus mode controls are available at the base of the 3D World toolbar on the left, and to enable it, we must first select an object. So let's select the robot and click to turn on focus mode, or use the keyboard shortcut Alt+Q. Now the robot is in focus, and all other objects in this layout are transparent and are not selectable. Then turning off focus mode and holding the Control key, we can multi-select the robot and a couple of machines. And enabling focus mode again, now only the selected components are in focus. Then turning off focus mode, we can select the robot track, and enabling focus mode, only the track is in focus. Then turning off focus mode again, with the track still selected, holding the Shift key to focus on the whole parent-child hierarchy, and turning it on again, or use the keyboard shortcut Shift+Alt+Q. And now the hierarchy, including the track, robot, and robot gripper, are in focus. Expanding the focus mode controls, we can use the unfocused opacity slider to change the opacity of objects that are not in focus. Moving the slider to the right, the unfocused objects are fully opaque and are no longer transparent. And with the slider all the way to the left, everything is now invisible. And if we run the simulation, we can check the dynamic component options. With Same as Parent selected, when the robot picks up a dynamic component, the product will also appear in focus, since the product inherits the same focus mode as its parent, the robot. And when it drops the product off, the product disappears. If we select Always Focused, then all dynamic components in the layout will be in focus at all times. Or selecting Always Unfocused, then all dynamic components in the layout will not be in focus, and we can use the slider to affect their opacity. And since we can modify our focus mode settings while working on our layout or running a simulation, using the Control key to multi-select the robot track and single rail transport controller, and holding the Shift key to focus on the whole parent-child hierarchy, with the dynamic component options set to Same as Parent, we can see when both the robot and crane are transporting dynamic products. And now resetting the simulation and disabling focus mode, if we go to the cell graph and select all the process flow components and enable focus mode, we can see all the process flow components in this layout. And selecting all the machines and enabling focus mode, if we copy a machine, the copy will also be in focus. Or if we add another component from the eCatalog, that component will also be in focus. Then selecting all the machines and adding them to a sub-layout. With the sub-layout selected, enabling focus mode, only its contents will be in focus. Then disabling focus mode, let's hide the machine's sub-layout. And selecting these components, add them to another sub-layout. And then making the machine sub-layout visible again, drag it to be a child of this sub-layout, and selecting this parent sub-layout and enabling focus mode, only the contents of this sub-layout will be in focus. But holding Shift to focus on the parent-child hierarchy works here too, so disabling focus mode and selecting this parent sub-layout and holding Shift while turning focus mode on again, now the contents of the parent and child sub-layouts are in focus. And if we go to the Modeling tab and select a link, we can focus on that link or holding Shift, use the parent-child hierarchy to focus on that link and all its child links. So as you can see, focus mode is a simple but powerful feature. And this concludes the lesson. Thank you for watching.